Thank you so much for tuning in to Give Me More. I'm Julie.
And I am Ivy.
Today we're going to be talking about how our parents raised us.
Now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They were like really strict. Remember, Dad?
Our parents were super strict. I don't know about you guys. Oh man. The messed up thing was like, because I'm the oldest, I felt like I was always responsible for their mistakes. Like, no matter what they did. Dude,
Give an example.
oh
Give
my
an example.
god. Like, one time they were so loud. Like, my dad was always working, right? So he'll go work and he'll come home and he will sleep. And then thằng chị bây giờ này đều có phải cho cười đó because cho cười nói vậy bây giờ mà and go to cười đó right that she the cho nên cho tao đó là cười đó hè so my dad woke up he was so pissed off. Do you know cười and then he like mới từ bà muốn lần tàu and then I was like oh yeah Gucci ma cause Gucci cười đó and he comes over and I was like
We always used to go to Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln.
In Madison, Wisconsin. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Lincoln is elementary school, and it was like up the block from where we live. So we always go play there every single day. It would get dark, and then by the time the lights were on, we're like, oh damn, we gotta go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember one time, Dad was working, and then Mom, she left somewhere. She's like, but you know. We're like, oh, we'll just go. Yeah. We went to Lincoln, and there was like these bad influences that we were hanging out with. They broke into the school. Then we went inside the school, and then like Misha was there too. So we're all inside the school, walking. All of a sudden she's like, Bulia! And then we're like, what? Where? And she's like, Guma Bulia! And then like we ran out so quick. There was like cop cars on the field. The soccer field.
Yeah, I remember that field.
And then the cops came up to us. Obviously they knew it was us, you know. But they were like, what happened? Like, did you guys see who was inside the school, whatever? And they didn't believe us. But anyways, they're like, okay, we're gonna take you guys home. And then Mom wasn't home. By the time the cops took us there, Mom had just arrived. And then they were like, oh, why weren't you home? Da, da, da. And then guess who opened the door?
Dad.
Kimberly.
She's by herself?
She's by herself.
Oh my god!
Kimberly, mind you, Kimberly is the youngest sister.
Oh my gosh.
She was like, you know how she's always naked? So she opened the door naked. And she was only like, what, maybe like 8 or like 7. She said something, and then they're like, okay, just make sure next time it doesn't happen. And then we got our booties whooped.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I just remember, like parents back then were very traditional. They were very strict. Like I grew up knowing that I need to learn how to clean the house. The house had to always be clean. I had to know how to cook. I need to know how to take care of my siblings. I had to dress a certain way. Like my dad didn't even let me wear tank tops growing up as a little girl. He was very strict. My mom was more like whatever dad says, you know. But they were very traditional. Like, and then now when I think of parents these days, and I'm like, nobody cares anymore. Like they don't care about kids growing up and knowing how to cook for themselves, knowing how to clean up. It's just very different now. But I do know that for sure, if my parents didn't raise me the way they did back then, I wouldn't have been the person I am today.
True.
Yeah.
They will always abuse us. I don't know if, I think like parenting nowadays.
Okay, not abuse, but we will always get a good ass spanking, not abuse.
Did you? Spanking?
A fucking good ass spanking, okay?
Bruh, let me tell you. I don't remember why my dad was mad at me. He just came in the room, and then I was sitting in the computer chair, and he tried to hit me, so I said, block, and then I said, block. I was like, dude, if I block this third one, he's gonna be real mad at me. So I was like, okay, I'll just let him hit me. So the third one, he hit me, boom, and I was like, aww. And then he said something to me, and then he like walked away, but I was like, dude, that was so funny.
She didn't let him hit her. She would have been dead.
For real, I was like, tight, and then I was like, Oh man, alright, I just let him hit me the third time.
God.
Dude, Dad always get us with the ear twist. Did you?
No, I never got the ear twist. My ears were good.
Misha will always get the ear twist. So like,
Hmong parents, they do this thing where they.
If y'all never knew this existed, now you know. This mother hurt. Like they twist
One
it.
jam.
They twist it. Oh, it hurt.
Oh, let me teach you guys something too. If you're not Hmong, this is called kochia, okay?
Kochia.
You gotta do this, and then
You get hit with the knuckles. Usually by usually by the head, like right here, your forehead. And you just sound like this.
Woo! Yeah, but they do it worse. That it's like,
dude, like your reflex is so strong that when they do this, you be like, I don't know how you guys grew up, but how we grew up is we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and there's like 5 of us in one room, and Mom and Dad had the room. Yeah, 7 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment. Yep, I remember. Dude, I remember it would get so hot. I would like sleep on the pillows and with my feet on the wall, cause it was like so hot, dude. Can't.
Yeah, we were like all in elementary grades at that time. And it was like 2-bedroom apartment, and we had like a queen size mattress, and all of us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was Kim born? I thought it was just...
She was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all 4 of us was just on that mattress at night, and I was like, oh. Yeah, but I don't know about them, but I slept good. So were there friends that our parents didn't like?
I wouldn't say friends. I would say more like, for Risha, it was like dating wise. I remember one time she just kept crying because she was like heartbroken, and then Dad was like just kind of annoyed of her crying, you know? So he whooped her ass.
He whooped her ass for crying.
Okay.
See, that's the tough love we get. You sad, ba ba ba, and then you just stop crying. You like you get yourself together. And you just like.
So yeah, I guess tough love, you know.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking cry.
Yup. No emotions, y'all. I was really good, except for this one time. The only time that I got on my knees.
Wait, it's coming back to me. Hold on. Keep going.
I'm like, seriously, you guys, like, I never get in trouble for anything. I am the oldest. I am so responsible. And to this day, I am still him. But there was this one time I had some friends come over. It was like late at night.
Okay, I remember.
It was late at night, and I didn't know they came over kind of intoxicated, and then they brought some more alcohol too. I know, it was so bad.
I remember there was like 10 of you guys in that room. There was a bunch of you guys in that room.
I think there was about 10 of us, so we were just hanging out, and then one of the guy, like, he was like laying on the bed, and then it was like, oh, I hate them too because it's summertime and they never sleep, right? It's during the summertime, they never sleep. They're up till like past midnight. But that night, for some reason, it was only like 10 o'clock. Just because I have people there, all of a sudden, they want to go to sleep early before midnight. They never go to sleep.
Are you talking about Dad then?
You guys!
Oh, us?
As me and my friends were hanging out in my room, and then, like,
All
I
of a
guess
sudden,
they were so tired and so sleepy that they went and got my dad. My dad came in the room, and my dad was like, "Hey, you guys can't hang out no more because they gotta go to sleep."
Really? That was the case?
Yes.
I thought it was like you guys were too drunk or something.
No, and then when
that's
Dad,
pretty cool.
And then when Dad came in the room, and then Dad looks on the bed, and there's this guy. I don't even remember him anymore. He was laying there. He started throwing up. But it wasn't like throw up. It was kind of like foam throw up. And Dad was like, "Oh, ya no know." It was like, I was like, "I don't know." Oh. And then they, like, everybody rushed over, lifted him up, and the guys were like, "Okay, let's go." So everybody just kind of got up and left. My dad was so pissed off at me. I was like, "Dad, I'm so sorry. I did not know which boat." And then he was gonna come up with that one. Did you remember this?
I don't remember. But I remember, like, he kicked him out.
Well, yeah, then they just all left. And my dad was gonna come over down it up. I was so scared. I got on my knees. Call Dad.
Ugly, dude.
Dad, you can shine up with your car, okay? That shit was so funny though.
Did he hit you?
No, he didn't. He just stopped me like, okay, whatever.
Alright, I
know. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the secret then, I guess. But then yeah, I was like, oh my god, that was like the biggest trouble I have ever been in. Other than that, I'm pretty good growing up. Pretty good.
Talking about being nosy. Remember? I don't know. It was just me. You went to like the apartments, like right by our house. Mm-hmm. It's like somebody's house party. It was somebody's house party. I don't know. I saw Ivy like leave the house.
Oh my god!
So I started following her.
She was my shadow.
My little 10-year-old self following her. She's like, "What are you doing?" Which I'm like, "No, come on." They were just like drinking and
just chilling.
Being a little girl. I was like, what is this? I don't like this, So like I went out in the little hallway and I just started sitting there crying. And then she comes and check up on me. She's like, oh my god, are you crying? I'm like, let's go home. She's like, Julie.
I was like, go home by yourself right now.
Literally just
like you just turn the corner.
Yeah, turn the corner.
One,
right there.
two corners and you're home.
Yep.
Everybody's like, is that your little sister crying? I'm like, oh god, yes, so embarrassing. Like, why is your sister crying? I'm like, seriously, Julie? I was so embarrassed. I was like, I'm just gonna go home.
I'm just gonna go home. Y'all have a good night.
No point in staying no more. This is one thing about my mom. She was a farmer, and we went to the farmer's market. So I remember she would have me up with her before the sun was rise, mm-hmm. And like we would be in the car driving to our farm, and then when we got there, like she'd be like, just stay here for a little bit until the sun comes up, and then come help me. So then,
I don't remember that. But
yeah, you guys were sleeping,
yeah.
And then I would be up in the car watching them while they sleep, just to watch them because nobody was at home to watch us. So my mom would drag all of us to the farm. And they would be sleeping in the car, and then as soon as the sun comes up, she'd be like, I'll be like, oh. I'm like, oh my god, I'm only a kid. So yeah, I'll go out and I'll go pick beans with her. I'll go pick strawberries. I'll go pull carrots, like all these stuff with her. And then that wasn't it. That wasn't the end. That was not the end, you guys. After being at the garden 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. at night, okay? We come home.
We gotta rinse it.
Yeah.
We gotta clean it.
We gotta take the hose. We gotta spray all those vegetables.
Peel the
onion, make it all nice.
Rinse the carrots, potatoes,
cut off the ends of the green onions, make it all pretty. We gotta tie them up, bag them up. Oh my god.
Flowers, everything.
And then by the time you knew it was like 10 o'clock at night. And our whole day was gone.
Yep.
We didn't get to.
And our hands smell like onions.
There's like dirt stuck inside our fingernails.
That's why my hand is like not soft.
That lady didn't know how to stop.
Mm-mm.
I think that's why I'm such a hard worker, because I've watched her work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fast forward to now. Like today, our parents are the complete opposite of what they were. Like, I'm so confused.
Grateful.
I think they realized, damn, they moved me on.
I think they've gone to adapt to the American culture.
Like, But all you Hmong kids know this. You know how you don't finish your food, right? And they'll be like, anytime they say that to me, I'll be like, oh my god. Like, she'd be like, my mom be like, I was like, I'm like, oh,
so descriptive.
And so anytime I was like full, I was so full, I couldn't eat anymore. But she'd be like, and I'm like, just eat it up. Like, I was just so scared of that dinner. I'm just like, oh my god. I never imagined my mom would be cussing. Yeah. Like, she'd be like, we'll be talking or
shut out your mouth, fucking bitch,
stupid shit. Like,
yeah.
I'd be like, what? That's my Yeah, it's just so weird because she would never cuss ever.
Only if she's mad. But like now she just cusses.
She'll have a conversation with you and just like, yeah, she'll just say it. So I'm like, oh, it's just so funny how they just become total opposites. And then even my dad now, he's just kind of, he's so easygoing.
He's more open.
Yeah. My dad wouldn't drink like casually, but now, my God, when I went to visit him not too long ago, my gosh, like he just be like drinking, and I'm like, okay, Dad. I see this other side of him. They just completely flipped around, like from so strict to so traditional, like this way or no way, this way or market. You know, there was no other way. It was like that, and then now it's like, hey, whatever.
Yep.
Like, okay, you ain't gonna lecture me anymore. There's no lecture. So yeah, but they're so supportive now. Like, I'm very thankful for them. Like, I learned a lot from them. I think their learning from them is what made me become the best parent that I could be to my kids.
Yeah, you're a good
Because
parent.
I'm like, oh hell, how does that?
Oh hell no!
There's some things I look back and I'm like, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then there's some things I'm like, oh man, like I just learned so much from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we got the best of all the worlds. We were like,
even though it was like bad at first, now we kind of got the good in.
So yeah, it played out really good.
If anything, I was more of like the troublemaker.
Yeah, you were. Like I was real good. I would say I'm the best. Me and Jeff.
You and Jeff.
All Jeff did was play games.
Yeah, I think Jeff's the best one.
Yeah, he would be the best. Fine, Jeff, you the best.
You the best.
But yeah, like I think I do appreciate my parents more because I learned from them. You know, and I'm glad they kind of opened up towards the end. So yeah. But for real though, first generation, like I think that our parents
we had it the worst.
Because we had to assimilate and the clash of the cultures and everything. It was so hard.
We still have like that. We're still grasping onto our Hmong culture, Hmong language, whereas the second generation, you guys kind of lost that Hmong language, which is a little sad.
And the traditions too.
But like
even us, we're losing it too.
Yeah,
it's sad.
like even though I go by Hmong, but like it's not as good, you know. Like, I can understand and I can speak to elders and stuff, but I wish I could do better. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up. All right, we'll see you in the next video.
Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.